Start with a big, beautiful planter. And now I have another one going directly inside. Next, you'll need some soil. Grab your gloves, even this out, and unbury your planter. Next, you'll need a ceramic bowl. Add that right to the middle. Get a bunch of spring flowers and plant those right in, and just gently pat down. And I am using a mix of pansies and violas and just alternating. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. Now I am just wiping this basin clean, getting any dirt out of it. Now you'll need one of these. And now here's what it looks like. This is entirely solar powered. All you have to do now is just put this right into your bowl. And check this out, this is so gorgeous. Looks absolutely beautiful on my front porch. I am so obsessed with this. As long as there is sun, you will get that beautiful fountain. And this is so pretty, I don't want to get it ruined. So I'm just adding a little bit right here. I love the deer and rabbits, but I don't want them eating my flowers. Oh no. And now just a little tip with these. You can snip the ends. These come really long, so I just snip the ends and it works just fine. Let me know what you think in the comments about this one, and I'm wishing you all a beautiful spring. I can't get enough. Start with an urn, and now we're spraying this urn nice and white. Boop. I've got a couple planters plus one saucer. Now go ahead and spray these white. All right, our whole squad here is now white. Next, you'll need some 𝐸6000 and one of your big white planters. Place some glue right along the rim. Now stick this right inside the urn. Grab some potting mix. Add some potting mix right inside, and now I'm adding some 𝐸6000 to the pot and adding another. Now you'll need a smaller one. Add some more glue along the rim. I'm adding this planter directly inside, pushing down and gluing, and now adding another one directly on top. Make sure it's nice and secure, and now I'm adding some more potting mix to this second tier. Now I got some gorgeous spring flowers from Lowe's. Go ahead and add your flowers to the pot. I'm starting with the bottom tier. These are petunias. And now on this top tier, I'm doing marigolds. So pretty. Get some adhesive dots, also known as snot dots, also known as craft boogers. Add those to the rim. Last one, stick that right here. So I added these all the way around. The bigger the booger, the better. Last step here, take your saucer and stick it right on top, and now press down. All right, now I have 3 options for you. Get some bird feed, and now you have a fun bird feeder planter. So cool. Now for option 2, stick that back on. Add some water. You'll need one of these. And now you can stick this right inside the water basin. I mean, look at that. I feel like I brought a hotel vibe to my house. The sunnier it is, the bigger that this fountain gets. So cool. Now this is so funny. If you cross in front of it, it'll stop, you know, because that's how solar works. All right, and here's the final option. You can just make this a 3-level planter. I'm trying to decide which version to keep on my porch. I think it's gonna be the fountain. Hope you all like this one. These are petunias and marigolds. Love these for spring. They look so colorful. Hope you all enjoy, everyone. And now really quickly, I want to talk about these guys right here and give you a little bit more information on them. These come with all different nozzles, which I love. So that'll make the fountain look differently depending on which one you use. And that's this guy right there in the middle. And now people are always quick to say this doesn't work. Usually what that means is that the tubes are not fully submerged underwater. So what I do when I put this in is I lay it in and then I push down to make sure that every single tube is completely underwater. If it's not underwater, it definitely will not work. The next thing is that these tubes actually come really long, and I mentioned this in the video, but I definitely want to emphasize it. Every time I have ordered one of these, I always clip the tubes. So this was about, I mean, maybe double as long, maybe even more than double. It was really, really long, and I just snipped it with some scissors on every single side. Then I reinstalled them, which is really easy. It goes right into the foam. And then this fit perfectly into the basin that I wanted to use, because you don't always want to use a super big basin. Once you do that and put it in there and have it completely submerged, this will work. So if it's not working for you, it could be that these tubes were too long, so they're not having a chance to actually go underneath the water and maybe they're hitting the side of the basin that you chose. If they're hitting the side of your basin, then water can't get up the tube, which is what feeds the fountain. So I hope that helps anybody who has been thinking about getting one of these. Personally, I absolutely love them. I've bought so many of these. I love them. I love how it looks. Those are really the two major things that I think go wrong. So I just wanted to give that information. Hope you loved the two ideas I shared with this, and now on to the next. Start with 3 planters. Boop. This is matte clamshell. Now go ahead and spray this lip. That's enough. Do the same to this and to the mini one. Now once this is dry, grab some sticker letters and stick these on really good. Press it on good. This one says rosemary. Really make sure you secure these. And now I have parsley. I'm going with a matte Spanish moss. And now spray. Get all in those letters. Now for basil. Once this is super dry, you can carefully lift these stickers right off. So perfect. And make sure you do this when it's completely dry. Now, I made this to sit right next to my grill. There we go. Grab another pot. Now I'm sticking this right in the bottom of my planter. Press down good. Now add in some potting mix. All right, now level this out. All right, we're gonna pop this right on top, right against the wall. Here's another planter. You can stick this right on the bottom. Push down. And now let's level this out. Time to set our parsley on top. This looks so good. Now I got some gorgeous herbs here. Obviously, I'm Italian, so this is my summer trifecta. I wrapped my basil all the way around the planter. Layer 2 looks so good. Look at all that parsley. All right, now here is the final right next to my grill. My little Italian triple stack of herbs. This lettering is perfect. Always use stickers in place of stencils when you can, especially for lettering because that adhesive will really make it come out so much better. Literally looks printed on here. Now, as I mentioned, I'm Italian, so I'm gonna be planting a field of basil. This is just my grill basil and my grill herbs. You all love my DIY herb garden. This is such a simple idea, but sometimes the simpler the better. I love it. And now I have my personal grill herbs because I have my herbs and my grill herbs. I need them right next to the grill. There's my grill. You just need that if you like food that tastes good. Hope you all love this one. Let me know what you think and happy spring. Enjoy! Grab a pair of jeans and now open the fly. These are my fiance's and I definitely don't care about that. Add some pool noodles in there and now I'm putting this right back on the chair, pulling out the pool noodle and adding that to some shoes. These are also his. Boop. I've got some newspaper here, just crumple that up and now I'm shoving that right down the leg just like this. And you also want to add some to the top. Grab a nice overflowing plant and now I'm taking off the hanging bit and you can just get rid of that for now. Get a nice big flower bush and now I'm putting that right inside the pants and then just buttoning those back up. Now you don't want him to be saggy, so I'm adding some paper towel right into the fly like this just to puff him up a little bit because you want this to look realistic. Now just close the fly and I'm just sweeping these flowers over to the side just like that, hanging over the pant leg. Now I have a wire hanger. You want to just unclip the top like this. It's very easy. And then just do your best to bend this into a nice straight line just like this. I have some wire clippers and now I'm clipping it right in half. Do your best and now just poke that right into your plant, one on each side. Now you'll need your sunglasses and your hat and some duct tape. So I'm ripping 2 pieces off and putting that right onto the hanger just like this and really pinch that in so you know it stays good. Now you can add your hat right over top and I'm adding that tape right to the back side like that. These are some craft boogers. I use these all the time. Add those to the sunglasses and now that's gonna be what allows these to hang right on the hanger. So really secure that good. And now check this out, we have an invisible man planter. I love him at my front door. I can't wait to see what the delivery drivers think. He looks like a real person. I think he needs a name, so help me name him. And I love how he's guarding my blink camera. Like if you were thinking about doing something weird at my doorstep or robbing me, you might think twice now. Just feels like someone's watching you. I love this one. Let me know what you think and hope you enjoy. The Invisible Man! Today's bonus tips and tricks section is a prequel. I haven't done the video yet, but I have done this many times, so I figured I would go through the supplies early on so you can see how they ended up transforming. So here's the flower bush I used. I got this from Walmart and this was a really great deal. This was less than $10. And I feel like they have a lot of the ones that feel really bushy, which is what you want for this craft for sure. When you use the smaller flowers, it just doesn't give the effect of a full man being there, if that makes any sense. I feel like it just looks kind of sad and then the pants aren't really tucked into the flower pot. So I definitely recommend doing a nice full flower bush for this. Next thing I want to mention is the jeans. So these are my fiance's jeans. They're a size 29. That's what I use for this. He is teeny tiny. So if you are using a bigger size jean, just be prepared to use more stuffing inside. Obviously, you'll need a little bit more to fill it out. The jeans, the hat, the glasses, I highly recommend just checking your local thrift store if you don't have ones that you want to use for this already. And now for connecting everything together, you saw me use the snot dots and the duct tape to connect everything together. If you live in a windy area, you get a big breeze all the time, I recommend going with what I mentioned and adding some hot glue. You can also use some 𝐸6000 or just a stronger bond glue. This will make sure that stays very permanently on there. I personally went with the duct tape and the snot dots because I wanted to see if that holds up, then great. I don't have to lose my hat to this craft. But as I mentioned, I'm thinking it's pretty likely I'm gonna have to add the hot glue or just a stronger glue in general. If you know you got stuff from the thrift store and you're okay with those getting glue on it, just go for it. It'll definitely be permanent. Overall, this was really easy to do. The hardest part is just getting everything glued on, which is pretty straightforward. And then of course, you're just gonna have to a couple times place those hangers in and out to see where you want it to make sure that everything is facing forward, because when you spike those in, that is obviously going to dictate the direction that things really fall. So you might have to play around with it a little bit. Other than that, no hidden secrets here. Those are the tips that I recommend, and I hope you find this section helpful. Thank you so much to all of you for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that button. It helps so much and I really appreciate it. If you want to hear more from me, the products that I use, more in-depth instruction, you can visit HeyBrooklynB.com, where I have a free newsletter that I send out and also a DIY membership club. Hope you'll enjoy my Invisible Man. I've made this so many times and I love it. Love it. Just so funny. Bye.